Well, this is Andres Barber, and I want to tell you guys my story today. As you guys already know, I have my videos, my barber tutorials on FameMasterVideos.com. Check them out, free barber tutorials. And I have a lot of people that have hit me up on there, show me love, also on social media. And this is what I'm making this video for, because I want you guys to get to know me a little bit better on the personal level, and that's why I want you guys to hear my story. Plus, I think this might inspire some up-and-coming barbers. Basically, I was born in Cali, Colombia. We lived in a nice house, nice neighborhood with my parents, my older brother, my younger sister. And my parents, they wanted to pursue the American dream. My mom's side of the family was already here in the US. So when I was 10 years old, my whole family migrated to the US, to Hialeah, which, for those of you who don't know where Hialeah is right next to Miami. Now, when we moved to Hialeah, I was in shock, because I just thought that my mom's side of the family, I thought they had a lot of money. After all, they used to send us a lot of gifts for Christmas, for our birthdays and everything. And when we got to Hialeah, I saw that the building where they lived, it wasn't even that nice. Like, in Cali, there were nicer buildings in my neighborhood. In Hialeah, for those of you who know Hialeah, you know what I'm talking about. Hialeah is not the best neighborhood. And especially the area where we were at, definitely not the best neighborhood. There were gang members all over that area, and the building itself, it was old. It needed to be painted. It actually needed to be pressure washed first. It had mold growing on the outside of it. It was crazy. And we stayed with my grandma. She had a 3-bedroom apartment, and it was my grandma and my aunt in one bedroom, my 2 aunts in another bedroom, and then my mom, my dad, my older brother, and my younger sister, and myself in the other bedroom. So it was 5 of us in one bedroom, 9 people in total, in a small 3-bedroom. It was very hectic. It was very crowded. It was uncomfortable, and I thought we were gonna be there just for a few days until we settled in. After all, I was used to living in a big house. But the days went by, then weeks went by, then months went by, and by the time we were there for like 9 or 10 months, it hit me. And I was just 11 years old back then, but I would call it a defining moment in my life. I realized, you know what, we're broke. There's no money here. My parents, they were working hard, but they still couldn't give us any of the things that we wanted. You know, they couldn't even take us out places. We couldn't enjoy ourselves. There was no money around the house, and I was frustrated. I even cried one day, but I didn't let nobody see me. I was just, I was angry, but I knew I couldn't blame my parents for that, because they were trying their best. I couldn't blame anybody for it. I was just angry, and I realized, you know what, nobody's coming to the rescue. My parents don't got it like that. My mom's side of the family don't got it like that. They don't have money neither. Not like my dad's side of the family had money, because they didn't have money neither. They lived in Colombia. They were doing worse than we were. I just realized that, you know what, I need to take responsibility for my financial future. I need to make money. Life is not easy. At that point, I realized, I was like, you know what, I need to work to make my own. And that's when I started washing my aunt's dogs, washing their cars, helping my parents. They used to paint apartments, clean offices. I would help them do all that, and they would just pay me whatever they were able to. And that helped me a lot. I took responsibility for myself. I was starting to become independent already at that age. Then at the age of 13, that's when I picked up my first pair of clippers. A good friend of mine, my boy George, he used to have a ponytail, right? And at the bottom, he will have a number 1. He will go to the salon to get that done. One day he bought a clipper. He was like, you know what, Andre, do that for me. Just run the number 1 at the bottom for me. I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'll do that for you. I did it. It was easy. It was cool. Then my brother and I, we got tired of waiting like over a month sometimes for our parents to take us to the barbershop. So my brother, he started cutting my hair. He started giving me a fade. And my other friend Ricardo, he started cutting my brother. I was the youngest one. And I wanted to try it out too. I wanted to cut hair. So I would ask Ricardo, yo, let me cut you up. He will tell me, nah, I'm gonna let Alonso cut me. And I would tell my brother, yo, let me cut you up. He would tell me, nah, I'm gonna let Ricardo cut me. I was like, man, I was frustrated. I wanted to cut hair. And then one day, I come from school, and I come home from school, and I see my brother cutting his own hair. And I was like, what? What the hell are you doing? He's like, nah. My friend Cabeza, we used to have a friend named Cabeza. He used to always have a fresh fade, like a 2 and a ball fade. So my brother asked him, hey, how come you always got a fresh cut? And he told me, look, I just cut my own hair. You probably got the same setup in your apartment, because he lived in the same building as we did. And it was the perfect setup in the bathroom, because you had the big mirror here and then 2 cabinets that open up. So when you stick your head in, it was easy for you to see the back of your head from this mirror. And the same on the other side. So as soon as my brother left the bathroom, you know what? I went right in and I started cutting my own hair, right? Then the next day, they made fun of me at school. I was like, whatever. I fixed it the next day, or fixed it a little bit. But you know what? Then I got better. I got better and better. And very quickly, my friends started asking me, hey, who cuts you up? And I was like, cut my own hair. And I'll never forget, my first haircut was my boy Lazaro. And unlike most barbers, they start off doing free haircuts. I charged Lazaro $4. I needed money. So I cut him up. He came out messed up. They were making fun of him at school the next day. I was even helping people make fun of him at school. It was bad, but hey. But you know what? I picked it up very quickly. I fixed his haircut the next day. And I started just cutting more friends. I started cutting my friends after school in the balcony of my parents' apartment. As a matter of fact, I have a business card. I haven't made business cards. By the time I was 15 years old, I went ahead and got some business cards made. You see, there's even a beeper number on here. That's how you know he's old. All right. When you see a beeper, you know it's old. And I'm gonna put a screenshot of it on the video. If it wasn't clear enough, let me see. Let me try it again. If it wasn't clear enough, I'll put a screenshot of it. But yeah, so this was by the time I was 15 when I came out with my own business cards. And throughout my whole high school, I was cutting hair every day after school in my parents' apartment. Every time the clientele got bigger, and very quickly that balcony was looking like a small barbershop. I would have 5 people, even up to 10 people in there waiting for me to cut them. And that's how I got started. After high school, I went to get my license. I went to Beauty Schools for America, and that's right there on 49th Street. And after I got my license, I started working. I worked at 2 barbershops in Miami. Then we moved over here to Tampa. I worked at a barbershop here. This was in 2001. In 2002, right before I turned 21, I opened up my first barbershop, Fay Masters. Well, it's still called Fay Masters. But yeah, I opened up my first one there. Then I opened up the second one. Then I opened up the third. Now I'm at 5 shops. And depending on when you watch this video, I might have more shops. Who knows? But basically, I don't wanna make the video too long. I wanna keep it short. I just wanna maybe inspire somebody that, you know what, you can start from the bottom and you can still build a big business. You can still do good for yourself. You just gotta stay focused. You just gotta grind. You gotta save your money, especially if you're a barber, since we get paid cash every day. Save your money, and you're gonna come up like that. You're gonna be all right. Just work hard and stay focused. That is my recommendation right there. Stay tuned for more videos. Check out my website, FameMasterVideos.com. All right, this is Andre with Fame Masters. Take care. Peace.